Okay, so this is going to be a really short story time about the worst hotel I've ever stayed in. So here we are, my boyfriend and I are on our way to Dallas. One of his close friends was getting married and he was one of the groomsmen. So of course, me being his girlfriend, he wanted me to come along and attend, which I did. So we enjoyed some Chick-fil-A while we were en route to Dallas, had really great conversation, but the nightmare started once we arrived in Dallas. So the original plan was to drive directly from Austin to Dallas and be there by 5 p.m. We would then attend the wedding and the reception and head back home. No hotel needed because we were going directly to the venue. However, they changed the plans and then asked him to be there at noon, which meant that I would have to be without him for 5 hours and figure out what to do from the hours of noon to 5. So at that point, I started looking for a hotel, and this is when the nightmare began. Keep in mind, I'm not familiar with this area and I want to try to stay close to the venue, so I hop on Hotels.com or Priceline, one of those, to reserve this hotel. So the hotel, when I walked in, the sheets looked as if there was blood stains, dried blood, all sorts of DNA. The door didn't look like it closed fully. Every place you looked, there was just something else disgusting to discover, right? The microwave, I couldn't even bring myself to touch it to open it. I just looked at it and saw all of the fingerprints and debris that was left on it, and it was a no-go for me. Underneath the sink, there was a large opening. I don't know who was living in that opening. So that was a no-go for me. And then the tub is probably the only tub that you get out of dirtier than when you got into it. I don't know who's getting into that tub, but I know it's not me. The shower curtain was filthy. And when I turned around, you guys, and looked on the floor, I think it was a roach. I didn't get close enough to really inspect to see what it was, but I know that there was some sort of dead insect there. So when I saw the dead insect, I knew it was time for me to go. So I grabbed all of my things. I was not sitting anywhere in this hotel. I was literally there for 30 seconds before I turned around, hightailed it, and look for someplace else to be, because this was not it. The hotel, out of respect for their business, they did give me a full refund, which I appreciate, because I didn't even ask for one. I just simply went down to the lobby to return the key and said that I wouldn't be able to stay, and because he probably knew the reasons why, he issued a refund. So for that reason, we're not going to disparage their business, but just be aware, this is in Dallas.